Hello, ticking along here. And I decided to start a YouTube channel kind of documenting my tic disorder. I don't know if it's Tourette's or if it's just, well, could be Tourette's or unspecified tic disorder or, no, it'd be specified tic disorder or something like that, where it's um, Tourette's onset after 18 or whatever. Um, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be categorized as onset over 18 or onset before 18 because I've had that kind of a tic where it go like that uh, for a couple years now, but it's been minor and it hasn't happened often. Now it has. Up until about a month ago, um, it wasn't bad, just occasionally. Um, Typically, um, when I would think of certain things, it'd be triggered, and I'll tell you about that later. Um, but recently, it's been more and more of a problem. Uh, I've had uh, a bit more of um, of it happening while I'm working or driving. What has been the main problem lately, um, because uh, ticking and driving just they don't go together. Okay. Um. So yeah. So I'll be driving, and when it really picked up was I first noticed it when I was driving, and I was driving along, and I don't know why I decided to start this time, but I was driving our work truck, which is an old U-Haul truck, and so it's a big box truck, and you know, I haven't had the most driving experience. I'm only 19, so I've only had my driver's license for 3 years. Um, so driving the truck, is a bit. I mean, I'm okay with it now, but even certain situations when the road narrows, uh, that I'm like, hope for the best. Uh, so yeah, but it started then, and so I was driving down the road and kind of going like this, and yeah, so minus the snapping. Snapping's new, but I'd go like that, and just be driving, and I'd have to take off my hands off the wheel, um, for my arms to quickly kind of go in, and I can put them back and make sure, yeah, if there's a car passing me, I'd have to just hold it in and resist the tick until they pass, but just in case I did, go out of my lane a little bit, it wouldn't cause any problems. Um, and then so I'm like, that was weird. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. That's definitely something to look into and to make sure it's not uh, going to be an issue with driving because I'm self-employed and half of what I have to do is drive. Um, so um, and it's not like I can get a ride to where I need to go or I have to go to people's houses or go to marinas. I work on boat covers and upholstery work and stuff, so I have to go to the location. Um, that's I have to be able to drive. So I'm like, okay, I got to figure out a way to deal with this. Um, so that goes on for a couple weeks, probably 2 weeks, and it starts to die down a little bit. 2 weeks of just ticking, constantly having tic attacks while I'm driving. Now, or I guess it's more like 3 weeks probably. Now it's not so bad. I can drive okay and it's just as normal. But now normal is more severe than it was. So rather than normal just being the occasional neck twitch, um, it's now a constant either snapping. That was a common one, although that's died down now for some reason. These past 2 days, anyways. I don't know overall, but what is it? So I've been kind of going through. Hold on. That was weird. It said can't record something weird. My phone just kind of hiccuped. Sorry about that. But so I've developed probably 13 tics in the course of a month, minus the original 2, which are kind of that and that, where my arms will come in. But other than those, the rest have developed this month. These last 30 days, that is. And so I've got my first one would probably was the neck twitch. Then there's the arm where my arms would go in. Then there's a wheeling arm where my arm would just be, I'll be sitting here, and it would go like that. Then there's the snap. And then there's, sometimes my arm will like to go behind my ear and snap. Then there's head nod. That's a common one, which is just like, hey, what's up? And the other day I went into Lowe's and was just doing that constantly. I'm like, I don't want people to think I'm just being like, sup, how's it going, sup? I always think that if I'm taking in the store, people are going to think I'm on drugs. And that makes sense. Like, if I saw someone taking like that, well, if I saw it now, I mean, but if I, without the knowledge of tics, saw someone, with twitching and stuff, then drugs would be the first thing that probably would come into my mind. But so I went in there and I was just going, and then, and I'm just like, I don't want to interact with people right now. I just wanted to come in here, and I can't remember what I went in there to look for. I was building this thing. Anyways, so there's those. So we got the head twitch, what's up, arms coming in, snapping, flailing backwards, my arm flailing backwards. Oh, yeah, the one that when I was in the truck while I was driving, I would be driving down the road, and I'd be ticking a lot going down the road, and so I'd try to resist it, and then eventually my body was just like, or my tics were just like, whoa, you're not gonna let us do that one, then we'll just do that one. So I'd just be going down the road and just going down the road and lean forward, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is a little better, but that one is harder to resist. It's just it's harder to not do that one. And then what else we got? So there's like 5 there. And then the more recent ones are no. I started it and then it continued. That one, I don't like that one. That one will give you a headache. And also possibly hurt your neck. I had to make a neck brace for me. For like if I'm in my car or if I'm in my house and I'm having a tic attack, I can put that on. It looks stupid, but it'll save my neck. which is why I'm only gonna use it like in my car or in my house, because I don't want to look dumb. You're going around ticking and you don't want to look dumb. Not possible. Okay. Um, so we got. So there's no. And then there's the one that goes legs. Oh, there's snake. Where my head snakes back and forth. And then there's ghost, which is a vocal tic that's like. Um, which comes from my first vocal tic, which was whoa. So I'd be sitting here and I'd go whoa, or whoa. Oh my. Okay. So like whoa was the first one. Then it'd go woo and snake back and forth, and that one just makes me feel dumb. I'm like, okay, that one just makes me feel like an idiot. There was, the other day I said yikes. I'm like, I hope that wasn't a vocal tic. I don't want more vocal tics. I don't need that. The motor tics are easy enough to hide and to play off. A vocal tic, a bit more explaining has to be done with that to get people to not bother you about it. So what is that? 5, 6. It's probably about 7 or 8. What else is there? Ooh. Oh, actually, my first vocal tic was not whoa, because they categorized sniffing as vocal tics, and I actually had so I go and sniff and kind of go like that, and then there's one where I go, so those are my first vocal tics. There's those, and then whoa, and then woo, ghost, and then so and then yikes is what I said the other day, and I'm like, hope that's just a one-off. Or maybe that was earlier today. I don't know. And then what else? So lately I haven't been having so many tic attacks while I'm driving, which is good. But the overall level has been more active. So constantly throughout the day, I'm going like this, or oh yeah, that was the other one I wanted to say was the mouth movements and scrunching up my face. Which those came later, because I was trying not to tic. Another one now that's coming from not trying not to tic, but just my neck would just tense up. Just from not wanting to have to move my head around like that. Please stop. So yeah, so pretty much throughout the day I'll just be taking most of the day until I get distracted on something, and that kind of can, like, if I'm distracted with work or something, then that can occupy it. But then it's it's in and out throughout the day. And then today while I was working, I had a bad tic attack that was, well, it's not a bad tic attack, but it's bad for work. Like usually I haven't had a tic attack at work before, And I mean, this is again across the course of like a month that I've had severe, tics and stuff. The rest was just nothing. Um, uh, but so I was at work, and I was, working in the shop, and just, I mean, I've been having this just tightening of the chest feeling yesterday, today, and past couple of days. Um, just from the tics just building up. Um, and I'm like, okay, I'm working. Towards the end of the day, it just starts, or midday, it starts to be like, I can't, I can't do this, and I'm just have to tick. So I go like that, and oh, mm, mm, mm. Okay. So yeah, and then so I'm like, okay, I'll take lunch, and during lunch I'll be able to kind of hopefully get that out of my system. Uh, so I made lunch and kind of let myself tick a bit, and it helped um, a good amount just to be able to get it out. Then went back to work. Got done technically what I needed to do today, but I was behind yesterday, so I still have to get caught up tomorrow, although I'll be busy. So, yeah, deadlines to meet, or technically just one deadline to meet, but everyone still wants their stuff. But yeah. Whoa. Mm. Okay. Yeah, the no one was is relatively recent, and that one uh, likes to um, once it starts, it doesn't really like to stop so easily. Um, so the other day I was arguing with it because I said something like I'm gonna get a piece of cake, and then my head started shaking. Oh, like that. Mm. It's easily triggered. Okay. And I'd be like, I'm gonna get me a piece of cake, and my head shake, and then I'm not gonna show you because I don't want to trigger it. Uh, my head would shake, and then I said I'm gonna get one, and it said no. I'm like yes, and it said no, and I'm like, I'm gonna get a piece of cake. You can't tell me what to do, Tics. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Uh, so, so yeah. Um, just to give you a bit more information about me, I'm 19. I've recently moved out and gotten married. My wife is 18 right now. She's going to be turning 19 in July. And then I'm self-employed, so I've got, a uh, business I'm trying to run ish. Although it's me just doing all the work, and then uh, we have someone. I've got uh, pretty much just me doing all the work, and my mom handles some of the calls and scheduling. Um, but I've been doing more and more of that because she's busy with other calls and stuff through her job. And yeah, so I've got that. And then in the past, I've dealt with a lot of depression and suicidal ideation, um, along with I went through a period where I was self-harming, which is where some of my tics kind of stem from. through the, like, if I get any thoughts or that kind of triggers it. If I have any thoughts of like self-harm or anything related to that, that kind of triggers some of my tics. Um, but um, but yeah, and then I just, it's weird that I'm starting to get tics now rather than earlier, since I'm typically, this is when they'd be pretty much dying down for most people who have tics, because usually you get them when you're younger. But I've kind of developed them in my late teens. Uh, so, yeah. But thank you for listening. If you want to see more, then subscribe to the channel. If you could, like it. That way more people can, uh, so they'll come up better in the search when people search for videos relating to Tourette's or tics and stuff like that. That way more people can be informed, and so that we don't all feel as alone. But thank you for listening, and keep ticking along.